All right, I feel like this really needs to be said. And if you guys agree with me, comment for sure in the comments section after this video. But make sure you stay tuned to the very end. Most of the fitness influencers on this app are either giving out crappy advice, they're arrogant, or they just have no clue what the hell they're talking about. So I'm gonna run you guys through a no BS version of my upper body day and talk about how you can progress, whether your goals are fat loss or to build muscle. So we're gonna start off with the very first thing I did, which was just a little bit of dynamic stretching as I got warm in the gym today. Again, I hit an upper body day, not just a chest day, not just an arm day, not just a back day, but a full upper body day. So this is my first non-BS tip. If your goal is to grow, or if you're dieting down and your overall goal is to look lean, then you need to make sure that you're training with multiple muscle groups in a day. So the first exercise I started off with were pull-ups. And whether you're doing these assisted or unassisted, the form is the exact same. So my goal right here was to get close to failure without actually hitting failure. And when you do this, what you're pretty much telling your body is that muscle is important to it. You're inducing stress upon your body. And if you do it habitually, your body will have no choice but to keep muscle mass around in the areas that you're hitting. You also want to make sure that you're in a caloric surplus if you're trying to gain weight. And again, if you're trying to lose weight, got to be in that caloric deficit. So next I moved on to cable bicep curls. And again, I was training pretty close to failure. I hit 3 sets of 10 to 15 reps right here. And the reason that I'm using a rep range instead of a specific number is to allow me to get closer to failure to see those benefits. Notice how I'm struggling at the last few reps of these. This is where you make the most gains out of any lift. So if your training doesn't already look something like this, you definitely want to start attacking your movements in this way. Otherwise, you're leaving a lot out on the table. A lot of the equipment was taken today in the gym. So again, I moved from my back exercises onto my chest exercises. And for me, most chest exercises are actually a weak point. So as you guys can see, I'm hitting incline, chest press machine, and making sure, again, I'm pushing close to failure. That was my heavy set. From there, I dropped the weights down and went for a lighter set. So this is called a down set. But again, my stimulus is roughly the same, trying to push closer to failure. And my reps are pretty much the same as I was doing before, getting closer to that 8 to 12 range. Again, I can't stress that enough. If you want to see actual changes in your physique, you need to make sure that you are eating right to see those changes as well. You can't just hit the gym hard. And by eating right, I'm not talking about eating clean. That's some BS that someone made up a long time ago. Because your definition of clean eating and my definition of clean eating are going to be completely different. But making sure that you're tracking your food overall. From those chest presses, I moved on to some incline flies. And as you guys can see, same common theme, getting closer to failure. If you like tips like this, follow for more.